Kosintseva, who
Who's
is
actually an opponent of
for the leader.
Muzychuk for this game, yeah.
You see that she's determined to show some good result, and she understands that Anna is on a roll, really.
Yes, well, some Sicilian has been played, and, well, last queen b6
It's
is...
a little bit artificial, it seems.
yeah, but to stop d4 on the other hand, to stop d2, d4. Okay, rook b1, so white will prepare a3, b4, we'll try to. Well, still
Okay,
it's
so
going to
far
be interesting.
Kosintseva just makes logical moves. Okay, this queen b6 still I'm not sure, but okay, now white has to play d3. On the other hand, if
D3.
white would play d3 anyway, I mean, maybe it was her intention, and then this queen b6 really is really strange, because at some point black also would like to play b5.
Yeah, that's right.
If she would be allowed to.
Okay, bishop e3, now on knight d4, b4 will follow, most probably. Okay, actually b4 is already a threat, so c5 pawn is pinned, and if knight takes, then a3. So now white is really
just
threatening
go
b4.
back with this queen.
Knight g4, well, so why
She
didn't...
wants to play more aggressive. She doesn't want to go back with her pieces. Well, maybe now something like
e5, f5, no, e5, then knight will jump to d5. So not clear
but on
what
the other
to do.
hand,
Knight
knight
e5.
d5.
Okay, knight is coming to e5. This is...
But at some point, still white would play d4, and okay, then it would be more or less normal Sicilian.
a3, okay. a3, then knight... maybe it's time already. Maybe it's a time to return the queen back.
Or a5.
No, a5.
Well, a5 actually is a normal reaction on the other hand with this d3.
a3,
but
a5,
the point is
maybe, but you're
but if
giving a lot of squares. Knight
if
d5.
white manages to play d4, then
yes,
I mean, if black's pawn would be on e5, then it's kind of normal.
Yeah,
play,
okay, that is what she did.
but
Took on
that's what she
f3 and
did,
played
yeah.
e5. But again, bishop e3 and b4 might be an idea. Actually, I'm still not sure why Muzychuk is thinking for so long. Bishop d2 might be another option. Bishop d2.
Just to play b4, yeah.
Yes, black's knight will arrive to d4. Right. So, well, looks more or less equal. Okay, now white is going to play... Okay, there is an idea, strategic idea for white to play bishop g4, actually. After knight e6. Still possible, bishop g4 to change these bishops. Yes, this is what she's doing, bishop g4.
Maybe
then
knight d4. But
knight d4, yes.
But then bishops and the knights would be exchanged, and black would stay with this black squared bishop.
Yeah, black squared bishop, and b2, b4 will be available for white. So I just wonder if a4 is an interesting option or not, to try to get some space on the queen side to prevent b4. Well, knight on b5 is actually quite nicely placed. I'm not sure about Kosintseva's decision to take herself, because if white would take on e6, then at least black would get control on d5 square.
But
and
on
then
the other
after
hand,
this
maybe
exchange,
black can play f5, you know.
f5 here. No, okay, I'm just going to knight d4. Then two options for white. Well, one of them being, of course, to take. Or the other one, you know, just to play knight c3, to plan to get to this knight on d4 with the bishop, and knight is coming to d5. Then,
yeah,
well,
of course,
that will be ideal.
If white manages to take on d4 with the bishop and put the knight on d5, then
yeah, it will be ideal
has a very long time
advantage. Yeah, such a centralized knight against passive bishop on e7. Well, so far looks comfortable for white, this one. So black really doesn't have an option to defend on.
I would still play f5, you know, at least to create some active play.
But then you're giving another square as well.
Yeah, of course, but on the other hand, at least something, you know, it's BLITZ after all. I mean, black should create some chances.
Okay, no, this is what she's planning to do, king h8 and then f5 probably. But still, bishop e3, bishop... well, white plays her f4 herself. Well, not sure about this one, to be honest. Maybe still okay. F6. This is rather passive.
But now even f5.
Now after f5, it's
and then just
this bishop is buried
give the bishop
forever.
for d4, for the knight. And
no, Muzychuk doesn't. But on the other hand, after f6, black also doesn't want to take on f4. Yeah, f6 was really a strange decision, I have to say.
But I think still f5 black should play. I mean, even in this situation.
Yes, maybe. So now it's white to move, so it's white who can play f5.
Oh, she just goes for an attack, actually.
Yes, but
What black wants? Maybe queen c8 to exchange the
no,
queens.
but then she will
Then
hint,
she will
hint
always-
Muzychuk to play f5 eventually.
Yes, and always have a worse play. But maybe she can just stay for a draw there. But okay, it's impossible anyway because a5 is hanging. So
Queen c8, yes.
it's anyway impossible right now. And okay, but how to create some active counterplay for black?
Queen g8, oh.
No, but this seems
This
really
looks-
everything to defense and on the 8th rank.
Yeah, well,
this
I mean,
this doesn't look that
once
it
again,
can
in
be
a
good.
classical game, it would be quite easy for white. White would just decide what to do with this f-pawn, maybe still play f5. Okay, a4, this is what I call a practical move, okay. Still, you don't have a lot of constructive ideas on a king side, but at least to
Yes,
take
and-
care,
Yeah,
on
and,
the other wing, to take care a bit about the structure and see what happens. Still,
and also free the rook from
yes,
from
yes, the pawn is not
protection
hanging
of,
anymore.
yeah, of the pawn.
Well, still looks dangerous, and I would be thinking, yes, about anyway capturing this knight.
I believe f5 should be played, you know. I don't know. I'm still for this move somehow.
No, but now,
I guess
well,
now she
it's
would
not
take on
possible,
e7, yes.
No, it's not possible. So, what
But okay, no,
happens?
but why it was possible.
F5, no, I would take with the pawn, and then if you take with the knight, e5 was hanging.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
Yes, okay, eventually white plays f5, but I'm
And of
not
course,
sure.
black doesn't let white to take on d4. Maybe actually white should have taken on d4 first.
Yes, it was,
then
it
play
was
f5.
possible. Okay, rook h5, now the rook is coming. Ah, well,
But
this
now the
knight
knight
is knight
arrives
c7
on,
and
on
e6.
e6, yes.
Yes, and knight goes to e6. Now it tends to
But
be
the
really
the king
dangerous.
just fall, but doesn't matter. Well, 3 seconds for 2 seconds for Tatiana Kosintseva.
Okay, g6 eventually creating sort of.
But you know,
counterplay.
when you have such little time, you somehow you want concrete solutions. You don't
yes,
want
well, knight
just
g5.
to
I don't know.
move
no,
around.
well, no, knight g5 doesn't work. Queen h3, rook e8, rook
because
f3,
it's easier to calculate concrete
rook f3,
solutions.
lifting the rook. Well, also 19 seconds for Muzychuk, so it's
F5
rather
again, another
double-edged.
concrete solution. Okay, the knight on e6 is
knight to
hanging.
g5, rook g7 still.
Yes.
Ah, well, but then ef5 and f5 is hanging. Ah, no, now it looks pretty bad for Tatiana
Okay,
Kosintseva.
she
She
took
gives
on
away the
g5,
queen.
but
Now
this
it's absolutely
is, yes,
winning
this
for
is
sure, but still
even
some
with
precision
18
is,
seconds, she would
you know,
convert
some
it because
precision
okay, it's
is-
easy to play. Also, it's not
Knight
there are no
h4, rook g3,
really
come on, rook
threats from
g3.
black. So
No,
she just,
well,
but there was a
queen
rook
e8 and-
hanging. I mean, so that's why she decided
And well,
to go for this
Kosintseva
one.
lost on time as well.
But also the
Not only
position
that,
was
yes,
of
not only
of
that,
course
the
losing
position
also.
was done.